Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. Although the Cleveland Browns' 2017 season ended in disappointment with a 0-16 record, they remain winners off the field. Cleveland Browns Pro Bowl tackle Joe Thomas hosted this year's Shop with the Pro event with the Division of Recreation at Dick's Sporting Goods, making sure he got the kids geared up right in time for Christmas.
When I was a rookie, I got to come to a similar event like this with Eric Steinbach, who was one of our offensive linemen way back then, and I saw how cool it was and how excited the kids were to be able to go have a big Christmas. And when he left, I thought that it'd be great for me to take it over, and we've been running with it since then.
This is several years in a row, Joe Thomas and some select players that he gets together, part of his foundation. They make sure that the inner city youth have a very special Christmas. And so they bring 30 kids from the Division of Recreation here, and they give them a shopping spree. Each 3 or 4 kids per player, they get to walk around and pick out whatever they want. The center managers pick the kids that are from each of the neighborhoods, and we try to get a child that's needy so that they can have a special Christmas.
Events like this serve as a reminder to players like Joe Thomas on how imperative it is to give back to the less fortunate.
Well, as professional athletes, we have a great platform to make a difference, to show up and make kids excited and get involved in things. And for us to be able to come out here and do some Christmas shopping with some local kids that might not be able to have a Christmas at home is a lot of fun. You get to see their faces light up. You get to chase them around the store when they're running around, picking things out. And for us, it's really a fulfilling thing when you walk out of here.
We have one of the most impoverished cities that there are, and so this just gives an opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to give back to the community, as well as for the kids to receive some of the special things that they can give.
Loyalty is something Cleveland sports fans have in their DNA. The Browns finished the season winless, but Clevelanders remain loyal to the team because players like Joe remain loyal to Cleveland.
I'm very excited because I never made a Browns player. I met other players but not a Browns. Yeah. And Browns they're loyal. Yeah, they mean everything to me. And yeah. And they really don't care about they lost. They won't trade if you lose the whole season. That's how loyal they are.
Joe Thomas and 9 of his teammates split the kids up into groups of 3. Each kid was given $200 to spend on whatever they wanted in the store. The only stipulation was one of the items had to be a pair of new shoes. And who wouldn't want a pair of new shoes for Christmas?
A Browns. Oh, and a Myles Garrett jersey.
Some Browns gear, a basketball, and yeah, a lot of sports stuff.
We're so honored that they choose the Division of Recreation each year because there's hundreds of agencies that they can choose. But they choose the Division of Recreation within the city of Cleveland. So it's really important for us, and we have a great partnership with them each year.
Well, it's a new year, and the Cavs started 2018 with their brand new point guard, Isaiah Thomas. After a crazy offseason in which Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, the 2 most notable point guards in the Eastern Conference, basically swapped teams, Cleveland was finally able to see what they really got out of the deal. And LeBron James was excited for Thomas to hit the floor.
We expect him to be gassed. We expect him to, just be very emotional about the whole, his journey, just getting back. So, but as far as performance, we can. That's the last thing that we're thinking about right now.
What is it yesterday that the guys were encouraging him to be himself? I'm sure that you were one of them. Do his thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He looked a little out of rhythm, obviously. The man hasn't played the game in 7 months. I think anybody would be out of rhythm no matter what you're doing in life. You took 7 months off of doing what you do best. But I think it's just his excitement to be actually out there on the floor and be able to scrimmage full goal versus us. It means a lot for him, in this process.
You've
been in situations where you've tried to reintegrate guys that were injured that you had already played with, but this is a little bit different with IT. So what's that process like for you and the rest of the players?
No, it's for us to figure it out. We don't know. Obviously, he's been around for the last few months, obviously recovering, things of that nature, but we don't know until we get out there and know what he loves to do. I watched a lot of film on him, obviously played against him, a lot over the last couple of years, so I know what he's good at, and know what he does best. So, it's very important for myself and us to see how, he could be best for our team.
January starts off the back-to-back for you guys and doesn't necessarily get any easier. You have a long road trip and some other tough opponents to play at home. As you look ahead at this road ahead in this month, and what are your thoughts on that?
We take one game at a time, and that's what you have to do. A road trip is, we just got off the road and we're on for a day and a half, and now we're hitting the road again for 12 days. So, our schedule has been kind of, brutal for us the last few weeks, but it's an opportunity to play against some very good teams on this road trip, and see how we are in January.
Anything else?
You've mentioned knowing where your teammates want the ball, either on the court or with the seams versus the. Have you had those conversations with IT?
It doesn't matter. Just give them the ball.
The things that in the road during this last road trip, would you say it's more defense, or what do you think? Have you got a handle on what happened, or what needs to be fixed?
Nothing needs to be fixed. We just got to play better and win games. We're still doing the same things that we did when we were winning. Just teams made some more winning plays than we did. We weren't able to make. We weren't shooting the ball particularly well, especially from our three-point line the last few games. So that had a lot to do with it as well.
Jay was obviously your rival last year. We've been trying to stop you the last few years, but now you got your teammates bonded. How long did that process take? And how long did it take when a guy comes from another team that you've faced over the years and come in?
We try to get integrated right away, and it started in Santa Barbara when I had my little mini camp out there. We just try to get integrated right away, see, how he can help us become successful and how we can help him adjust. And, so that process has been ongoing since that last week of, I believe, September.
The Cavs were able to sustain a winning record as well as a 13-game winning streak without Thomas. Thomas not only averaged 28 points per game last season, he also led the league in fourth quarter scoring. So the Cavs will be very dangerous going forward. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
When severe weather strikes, or when streetlights go out, vehicles blocking intersections can make it difficult for emergency vehicles to pass and can cause traffic gridlock. To create more safe and efficient streets, the City of Cleveland and TV20 are asking you to don't block the box.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The Cleveland Muni Football League has been a savior for youth in the community for years. Young men have had the chance to display their skills for the entire city to see. Well, this year, the CMHA Renegades went undefeated and won the city championship, which gave them a bid to the American Youth Football National Championship in Kissimmee, Florida. And we caught up with the team to reflect on their season, as well as talk about how excited they were for their first trip to nationals.
Renegade football is about hard work, dedication, character, being a stand-up young man in your community, being a good son and a good student.
It means a brotherhood, like to have a coach. Like it's more father and son than coach to team to player.
It's a dominant organization. It's a winning organization. It means more than football. It's a brotherhood. It's fathership, friendships for life.
Entering the city championship, the Renegades not only bolstered an undefeated record, they also averaged 30 points per game on the season.
it started off fast paced. We took the opening kickoff back and we never looked back. You know, we were on a mission, our head was down, and we just felt like nobody locally was going to be able to stop us. So that game, Marvin Conkle, our quarterback, played lights out. I think he set a record in the championship game. I think he threw for like 240 yards, ran for another 50 yards, and accounted for about 4 or 5 touchdowns. Darrell Benefield played very, very well at linebacker. He was also, I think, game MVP. And like I said, we really dominated from start to finish.
It means a lot to me, like, to be known as a Muni football championship, like, to be in it, it's great, man. Especially winning 2 of them. Awesome.
It was great, especially winning MVP this season. Last year, I was a rookie, so, you know, I ain't get that much rec. This year it was great. Then just being a big part of this season, being a big part of the championship, felt nice.
And when the boys found out they were selected to go to nationals, they were grateful for the opportunity to represent the land.
Like, we got a chance to set our name on the stage, representing Cleveland Muni football, Cleveland, and Renegades.
The joy I get from this season is watching young men, boys turn into young men, I should say. Watching them achieve things on the field, but the smiles on their faces, they're having fun, and that's the main thing. They're learning the game, they're learning about life from us, and they're having fun. So that's the main thing. That's what brings me more joy than anything.
The Renegades went on to have a 2-1 record in the national championship tournament, and they brought home the 3rd place trophy. TV20 cameras followed them on their journey and will be debuting a Renegades all-access documentary very soon. Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop on our Cleveland sports scene.